Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's session of Glory of the Giants here on Swindler's Den. We appreciate you joining us. But hey, why not? You know, I don't usually do it. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. It helps promote the channel and our shows. Speaking of our shows, we have another one other than Glory of the Giants. If you join us here on Fridays for the premiere, Curse of Strahd happens on that day, and of course you can watch it anytime on the YouTube channel. And if you want to keep in touch with us or talk to us or other members of the community, we do have a Discord channel. Link for that is in the description, and we also have a Twitter account where I try to tweet out when things are going live and stuff like that. But other than all of Swindler's Den socials, we do have players here who also have socials. If they want to promote them, they can, or other shows they're on. We'll start with Barely Caffeinated.
Hey, I'm Barely Caffeinated. You can find me over on Crits and Coffee on YouTube, where we are currently playing Baldur's Gate 3 and do some other D&D stuff over there. So come check us out. Do you want us to introduce our characters as well, or?
Oh yeah, you can introduce your character as well.
And tonight I am playing as Siegfried, a human cleric.
Ooh. Next we have DrPhage.
Hello, I'm DrPhage, or Adam. You can find me on Twitter at Little Growth. I'll plug that, even though I don't do anything on it. I've tweeted one thing in like the past week, I think. I'm also on Gluttony and Earth, which is a part of Interdimensional Library. You can find that at IDL_RPGS on Twitter, along with Baka and Kyle. And tonight, I'm playing Benjamin Colana Jr., the half-elf warlock.
Oh, and speaking of Kyle, there he is. It's Kyle.
It's me. Hi, my name's Kyle. I do not have socials, but I am also in the IDL Glutton Earth campaign. You guys, if you guys want to, you guys can go check me out over there. But other than that, no socials.
No socials. Don't need them.
I play first name Kev, last name Horn. That's not canon. He is a
wild thing to
throw out into the universe just to retract it instantly. Half elf fighter, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot my class. I'm a fighter.
And of course, last time our group had made their way through the depths of the Neverwinter Wood that seemed to have been taking on some otherworldly aspects. It had grown much denser than the rest of the forest around here, and some strange creatures and plants were growing there. They made their way to this ruined castle in the center of the forest, where they met with the being that goes by the name of the Story Keeper, or the Dream Speaker, who spoke with them about this dream that they'd recently had, saying that he was looking through dreams of many different peoples to find those who would be able to stop this giant incursion upon Faerun and the rest of the world. And they seem to be the ones that got the closest, so he believes they are the ones that will be able to to be able to take on King Hereg, the storm giant who seems to be running all of this. After a little bit of talking, trying to figure out more about these dreams and maybe other dreams they'd been having, they made their way out of their castle because apparently there was one other that needed to join them. Speaking of that one other, we cut to a grove deep in this forest, a small little clearing with a cool pool of water shimmering in the sunlight that's seeping through the canopy of trees. Just a little respite in the middle of this dense forest. There's you can see somebody sitting on a stump on this warm day, and if we can have our player come in and introduce this character as they sit comfortably on the stump.
Hi. You guys can't get rid of me that easy.
Ooh.
No. How's it going, everybody? I'm Grizlocke, and my character's name is Kelborn. What you see on this stump is a half-elven man with red hair that's long and very frazzled and braided in some places. He wears like a green and blue checkered robe with like a sort of a breastplate with scale mail on the shoulders. And he's got a large, like almost looks too big for him, great sword that's laying on the ground beside him.
And is there anything you're doing as you kind of sit on, like, this day has been like every other day. You haven't heard anything out of the usual, just small animals scurrying through the trees. You take notice of this small being resting on a leaf that's growing out of the stump next to you. Just this little pale green skin with dark green freckles on her face and red hair, a little redder than yours, and these small butterfly wings as this pixie snoozes next to you on this leaf. Is there anything that you're doing in particular?
Yeah, I've got like a tiny blade of grass, and I'm flicking it in the air and catching it, and then flicking it in the air again, catching it. And I say, "Hey, Finks, how much longer do you think we have to guard this portal here? Time on this plane, it goes so slowly."
And everything's just, it's so boring here. I don't know. Maybe something will happen someday. You prove yourself and get moved to a more used portal. Nobody's been through here at all. Nobody can even get here from this side.
No need to dream big there, Finks. I don't think they'll be welcoming me back anytime soon.
As you're speaking to Finks, what's your passive perception?
Ooh, that's a great question. That is 14.
14. You start to hear like a sputtering coming from behind you. You know, generally this portal is like in what's the word? Not inconceivable. It's like you wouldn't be able to know. Yeah, well, yeah, you wouldn't be able to know it's there unless you knew of it. Inert, maybe, yeah. Inconspicuous. There we go. That's the one I wanted. Like, you wouldn't be able to know it's there unless you knew it was there. Mm-hmm. But like around this little clump of trees that you have your tent and your campsite kind of set up, you start to hear a sputtering coming from where this portal is.
Well, that's different.
What do you think it is?
I don't know. Maybe somebody's coming to relieve us.
As you just kind of peer at it around the corner there.
Yeah, I turn my head around.
As you do, you see this large hand come through and kind of it grabs the space around this opening, almost as if there's a wall there, and starts to pull itself through just this large mass of skin, large teeth coming up from the bottom jaw.
Oh shit.
As an ogre pulls its way through the portal, dragging a club behind it. It kind of looks around. You see another one make its way through this portal.
Yeah, I grab my sword.
You hear him talking, and he says, there's got to be a guardian around here somewhere. Oh, are you the guardian this portal?
Hey, what's your business here?
Well, I'm Kang, that's Conk, and we're here to get rid of you, you know.
What do you mean, get rid of me?
Oh, he like picks up his club and hits on his hands. Just bash you around a little bit. Make sure you don't do anything. Hold on, this. He like turns and says, "Conk, weren't there others coming?" Like, oh, yeah. And he like turns around and like puts his hand where that portal is, and you see an arcane burst where his hand hits, and like he can't get his hand through. it's closed. He starts pounding on it like a door. Hey, what do you do? What do you do at this moment?
I mean, I'm gonna try to figure out more. So I'm gonna roll in. I'm gonna be like, all right, so you're here to get rid of me, and you know I can just go if you want, but first, can you tell me who sent you? Why are you doing this?
Oh, well, should we tell him, Cog? His Cog's just so pounded.
I mean,
let us in, damn it!
Look, you can just tell me. I mean, you're gonna kill me in a second anyways, right? So where's the harm in that?
That's true. Give me a persuasion.
Okay. Oh, I rolled a 14. So that's a... Oh, okay, that's a 19.
19. Big boss Fomorian says we gotta get rid of you.
Name ring a bell.
Roll me a history.
That rolled a 14 again for a 13.
13. Yeah, you've heard like a very long time ago. Like you don't know the ins and outs of it completely, but you know Fomorians had attacked the Feywild a long time ago, and they are a kind of giant.
Oh, okay. It wasn't a name. It was a... Okay, yes.
It was a group
I can
of people,
picture
yeah.
those now. They're kind of orangey, I feel like. Am I remembering right? I don't know.
Purplish, kind of.
Purplish.
It depends on the Fomorian,
I
yeah.
don't know then. Interesting. All right, so, yeah, let me just go get my things over there by your foot, and I'm gonna start getting closer.
Why do you need your things if I'm gonna bonk you?
I just thought that perhaps I could just go. It'd be easier, save you the trouble, save you the energy.
No. If we're gonna be here, we might as well kill you. We came all this way. You can't take that away from us.
Right, okay. Can I cast Hunter's Mark?
All right. Let's go into initiative. I'll allow the Hunter's Mark to happen before initiatives in case you want more bonus action. Let's go into, yeah, I cast Hunter's Mark, he says. All right.
I get this straight, there's only one out right now, right?
There are two in there, and one is pounding on this portal. In fact, let's bring it to a map.
Ooh.
We need music that's not.
I'm so screwed.
This.
Rock invites me just to die. So we'll. I guess this one here, all Hunter's Mark. I don't have. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Sorry.
I never was. Look, he came in saying we can't get rid of him. I'll show you. What is your initiative?
It's been so long that I played D&D, I forgot to roll one. Dude, the red die was the choice. It's a nat 20.
Nice.
For a 22.
22. You do move first, believe it or not.
That would have been nice on a hit though. Okay, so Kelborn, with my Hunter's Mark active, am going to just heft my great sword. Actually, I kind of grab it into like a low hold, and I sprint up to like the back of this ogre's like calves, and I'm just gonna try and pull it across and cut his calves essentially.
All right, give me a roll.
Dude, this is crazy. 19 for 24.
That'll hit.
Dude, I've been saving up my rolls, I guess. So that's 10 plus 3 plus my sword is a +1, right?
Yes.
So 13, 14.
14
on the weapon, and then I get Hunter's Mark, which is another D6 for another 6. Are you shitting me? So 20 damage plus as this blade sinks in, the ogre gets a shot of pain up to his head. I believe I have this already. I'm just checking. Dreadful strikes. Yes. And is going to take an additional D4 or
nice.
2. So 2 psychic on top of that.
Just this. huge amount of damage as you run up to this ogre and swing this enormous blade into its calf. It lets out a howl of pain. It's like, damn it, you weren't supposed to fight back this much. As he's gonna try and bonk you on the head with his club. Okay, got close to critting. It'll be a 25 to hit you.
Whew. Yeah, that hits. Oh, Baka, all those spells you listed off, do I have access to all of those?
You do.
Oh my gosh.
12 points of bludgeoning damage as he cracks you across, like hits your head and your shoulder with this club. What's your max HP, by the way?
28.
Okay, so it's not the half damage, not massive damage. We're good there.
Okay, cool.
He brings his club down, and you see the other one still just pounding on those portals. He's stabbing him. Let us in. And as we see this fight start to ensue, we will cut away from you. Back to our group. Just meandering through the forest, having a little bit of a walk ski. You see in front of you the story keeper walking his mantle of leaves. Like, leaves are falling off behind him as he walks, using this great walking stick. Moose antlers on his head, just catching things in the trees and plants and things. Pollen and seed pods are falling behind him as he moves, and like rips twigs and stuff from the trees. Well, buds, I know many a story. If you want to hear one during our travels, there are ones about the, let's see, which one?
I had a different question for you, actually. What can you tell us about our companion that we're going to be meeting up with?
Oh, well, I've never met him myself, just seen him in dreams. He's out here protecting a portal, from the Fae. A few of them propped up around here when I started doing my thing, So he's there protecting one of them, and hopefully my company I'm expecting comes through at the same time we get there. It's weird moving back and forth between the two realms. Time, it's a construct.
Indeed. Is it going to cause any issues if he's guarding a portal if he leaves it?
Well, we'll have to figure out something with that, because you need him as much as they do, so we'll have to figure that out, I suppose.
Who is they?
Well, the Fae, of course. He's protecting a portal to the Fae realm. Maybe I can just hang out there for a little bit. I ain't got much else going on, so we'll figure it out.
What about the big plant you left behind?
Oh, that can be taken care of by my partner. She can take care of it just fine. It's both of our child, after all.
Interesting. All right. Well then, continue to lead on.
I say child in a loose sense of the term. Didn't give birth to it. I mean, in a way, when you plant a seed in the ground and care for it, isn't it like giving birth?
Is it not?
Anyway, did I tell you one about the man who saved his realm from the darkness? No, terrible times I hear about that one. It should just be right up here. As the trees and plants are parting, you start to hear the noise of like things stomping around, pounding and yelling, and swords clanking against wood as things are in some kind of combat up there. It's not sounding too good. Could you go ahead? I'm a little bit slower moving through here. See what's going on up there.
Sure, as long as you're our backup.
I'll be right behind you.
I guess Benjamin will start jogging ahead.
I'll look back to see if he's actually following us.
Yeah, he's moving behind you.
Okay.
And your owlbear is toddling along behind you as well.
Oh.
Siegfried, do you join in the rush forward? All right. I need all of you to roll initiative as you come upon a scene that we had previously, as the audience, already heard about. Two ogres. One seems to be pounding on some kind of invisible force field, maybe. You can just see like the reverberations of his fist hitting the air. And then another one in combat with this half-elven man.
And ain't you big meaty bastard.
What do we got?
Benjamin got an 8.
Nice.
5 for Siegfried.
Perfect.
Glad to see we're keeping up the routine here. I got an 11.
Okay.
Oh.
I mean, the nice thing about Siegfried getting a 5 is he breaks the ogre's turns up, so they're not going one after another.
I gotta roll a con save, by the way, I think, for Hunter's Mark, right?
Oh, yes, you do. So that was he did 12 points of damage to you? So
I
10.
rolled an 11.
That is enough to keep concentration. And it is your turn. As you see these people come through, like the forest itself parts as these 3 figures, well, 4 with a owl, 5, I guess. A man with a rat on his shoulder, have elven man, human man wearing religious garb, another half elf with this blue colored armor and a trident, and then a young owl bear pounding along behind.
Kind of tilt my head. Well, isn't today a strange day? They're still trying to get out of the portal, correct? Or are they coming to the portal? I guess I was a little confused.
Both the ogres have come through the portal. The one is trying to get back into the Feywild, but it seems to be shut or something.
He came out and immediately is trying to go back in?
Yeah, it seemed that he was expecting others to come through with them, and they didn't.
Okay. Is there something I can do to figure out why they weren't able to get through?
In this moment, you could do I'd say an Arcana with disadvantage, just because you're locked in combat currently.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not even gonna do it. I got a -1 to Arcana. It's just with disadvantage, that's not happening. But do I know that I could keep the portal shut down if I cast Dispel Magic on it?
I would say you would know it'd be a very high DC to do that, only because it's a pretty strong portal. But for the moment, it seems like it's not opening.
Okay.
Maybe something on the other side has happened that it's not opening.
Gotcha. So in that case, I just give like a spinning attack again on this. I keep going for this ogre's calves.
All right.
Trying to chop him down to size. That is, ooh, dude. 14's the magic number tonight.
Hey.
14 plus 5 for 19.
That'll hit.
Those dice must be weighted. Is that the right word?
He admitted it.
So that's 9, 13.
13.
And then +1 for 14, plus 3 psychic damage.
So 26 total.
What? That sounds too high for that.
It was 13 plus 3 plus 1 plus something else.
13 plus 1 for 14.
14.
And then plus 3 psychic damage.
Okay.
Yeah,
I added
26 would have been
there at some point.
That would have been way too much.
17. Still a big hit.
And then trying to think bonus actions wise. What I got going for me, if anything. I don't have anything going for me. Okay. I see. Any chance you fine folk could lend me a hand?
That's exactly what we're here for.
Wonderful. Have to explain that later.
Kevhorn.
Oh. Okay. I thought I was going much later.
No, you rolled the highest out of everything else, so.
I'm gonna throw my trident.
Ooh.
He's attacking.
All right.
At the booty cheek.
Right at the booty cheek. Let's go.
I don't think I hit.
I don't know. You probably do, unless it's really bad.
10?
10 is just under.
Kyle.
as you hurl this trident, it hits. So it stops midair and vibrates as it sails past this ogre, as if it hit something else. It didn't hit into a tree or anything. It just stopped midair and then vibrated as if it had hit something.
Huh?
So it is in this square here.
Well, in that case, wait. Can I make 1, 2? Is it how much movement do I need to cross these guys?
You wouldn't be able to go in between them just because they're enemies. So you'd have to go all the way around and through those trees to get back to your trident now.
In that case, what I'm just gonna do for now is, I guess I'll move up behind the guy and spawn my echo over there.
All right. Yeah, you can do that. I have your echo hiding.
Hell of an introduction.
Kyle, roll me a d4.
Forgot.
I forgot.
How could you forget? It's your whole shtick.
My whole shtick is over there. It's pointy.
Maybe you shouldn't have thrown your only weapon.
It's not my only weapon. It's the only weapon I fight with. That's a 3.
It's a 3. Kelborn, you see this half elf run out of the forest, throw this trident. It sticks into where the portal usually is, and then where this trident sticks in, floating midair, a ghastly appearance starts to emerge, and you see it's this half-elven man, but he looks like eyes are clouded over, mouth hanging agape, and just the entirety of his chest and lower torso have been torn out of his body by something.
Oh.
As he puts his hand, I assume, puts his hand on his trident and pulls it out of the portal.
No.
No?
He's gonna leave it.
Oh, okay. He does not then. He disappears.
Okay.
Okay.
That is it
Anything
for
else?
me.
That's it for Kevhorn. Next is Benjamin.
Great. I'm first gonna have Huey 5, 10, 15, 20 move to this little square right here.
So nasty little rat comes running out of the forest.
Squash
Barnacles
it.
on his
Through the underbrush. Fur tinged slightly red. And I'm gonna have him give me advantage because I am going to then cast Ray of Enfeeblement on this other giant.
All right. I'll run it.
Okay, good. That is a 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
Great. So almost mimicking the kind of look of Siegfried's magic, this dark black greenish energy shoots out from Benjamin, starting to weaken this giant as it now has deals only half damage with weapon attacks that use strength, as long as I maintain concentration.
Nice. All right, let's see. I'm just trying to look for a weakened state. Sure, this is fine. Yeah, as you see this ogre that's pounding on this portal, just his arm begins to slow down, and it's just a instead of the loud knocking it was before. Oh, I don't feel so good, Kong.
Great. I'm also then going to bonus action summon my Anchor of the Deep to also take an attack on him.
All right, that's what I was looking for. Where are you?
That should hit. That is a 14.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
Great. That's 6 cold damage to him.
6 cold damage. Let me give you access to this and put it where you'd like.
Thank you. I'm gonna put it up here.
All right. So these anchors, or this anchor drops out of the air, and his chain starts flailing at this ogre as he's trying to still pound on this door and starting to realize that maybe he has to turn his attention elsewhere. It is going to then be the ogres. One of the ogres. It's going to be Kang, right? Yes, Kang is the one that's fighting Cavhorn. Not Cavhorn. Damn it, I already did it. Kelborn.
Baka was the first.
As you put these 2 slashes into his legs, he like stumbles forward a moment before he rights himself and swings his club at you again. That is cocked. I've been cocking this dice so hard. I shouldn't have said that. 24 to hit you?
Yeah, that absolutely hits.
All right. We got... This is gonna hurt. Okay, maybe not as bad. I mean, it's still gonna hurt. 11.
Okay,
1
I'm
point
still
less.
up.
Is another just boosh as he Kelborn addresses you all coming in and takes a slash. He gets hit by another great club attack. But he is still standing, if not a little dazed. It will then be Siegfried's
I made
turn.
roll my con.
Oh yes.
15.
That'll pass. Siegfried.
Siegfried is going to move up just a little bit, and then some radiant energy begins to spiral around Siegfried, and he just utters Sana. And Kelborn, which I don't know his name, is going to be healed for 7 hit points.
Ooh, nice heal.
And that's it.
I glare through the ogre's legs at Siegfried and give him a appreciative nod.
You do still have an action because Healing Word is just a bonus action. I don't know if you wanted to do anything else. You don't have to, but
yeah, if that's the case, since I can't read, he is going to utter Trestitia et erumna implement erem ludicia inimicum meum ilmater. And the air is going to begin to vibrate around these 2. What are they? Trolls? Ogres? I keep
ogres.
Ogres. And is going to cast Call of the Dead.
Ooh, I was like, this is a big old cantrip. It is a big old cantrip.
A Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Well, let me tell you, these ogres so wise. Actually, 17 on the first one.
Yeah, that passes. It only hits one of them though.
Oh, it does only hit one of them. Okay. Well, yeah, 17. So we would have passed. All right. With that, it is the other ogre who is turning away from this portal now. This rat is down at his feet, biting at him to give you advantage. This damn rat! He's going to try and stomp on Huey. He has it's half damage. He rolled really bad, actually. Let's see what your modifier would be for unarmed attack. It's going to be 11 to hit.
That misses Huey.
Huey scampers away as his giant foot stomps on the ground. Damn it! That's his turn. He only gets 1 attack. So then it is going to be back to Kelborn.
Okay, I mean, the situation. This guy's looking kind of weak, right? This ogre.
Oh yeah, he's using the club a lot to keep himself up now.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I like grab the great sword and kind of like heft it over my head and try and bring it around his gut.
All right.
Dude, I'm rolling fire right now. 17 plus 5. So
that'll hit.
Assuming that hits. And then let's do 6. That's 9 plus 4 for whatever that is. Was that 13?
Yep.
And then the D4 of psychic. It's a 1. 1 psychic.
1. So 14 total points of damage.
Yes, that sounds
Another big slash along his gut, and he like puts his hand to the wound as he's just barely holding on at this point. Lets out another howl of pain. And unless you have a bonus action, it moves to Kelborn.
Unfortunately, I have no bonus actions.
That's fair. Kevhorn.
Okay. If anyone's watching Kevhorn, he will bring his hand up to snap, and he will switch places with his echo.
Ooh.
Oop.
Oop. I started doing it.
Oh.
Hello.
He'll take back his trident and say, sorry about that. That was my first time throwing it.
That eight. You don't have to explain it to me.
And I will stab.
Over his shoulder, you just see, that was your first time throwing it!
Yeah. I will poke.
Maybe not the time to try out new things!
We've done a situation like this before. 18.
18 will hit.
Okay. That is 7 damage.
7 damage. This ogre is holding his stomach. He's trying to defend himself from you, Kelborn, not expecting the sudden swap of Kevhorn. As Kevhorn drives the trident into his side, you hear a gulp as he tries to bring in any kind of air, but is unable to and falls over dead.
Awesome. Quick and clean. I like it.
He passed away. We have one more though. Anything else from you, Kevhorn?
I will action surge and poke the other one.
Action surge poke. Let's go.
Yeah.
Right in the
This
bum.
is early Facebook days. We're poking everybody.
Oh my god, dude, you just unlocked a memory.
That feature is still on Facebook. It's just really hard to find.
No way. Okay.
Yeah. I still have a
rolled
poke war with somebody.
A 12.
A 12 will hit. These are
Nice.
those big fat guys. They're easy to hit.
7.
Unless you throw your trident for the first time. 7 points.
Let me switch places again with my echo and I'll throw it again.
Oh, I forgot to add the hunter's mark damage last time. That's why it was lower than all the other ones.
It still wouldn't have killed. We
Yeah.
had 6 HP.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's just I gotta
Yeah.
remember for myself.
There you go. Yeah, another stab. 2 big stabs. As now when you're on your ground game instead of your aerial game is a lot better for you, it seems. All right. It will then go to Benjamin.
I'm going to start with a mind sliver on this guy, so I need an
Right.
intelligence saving throw.
Super intelligent ogres. I'm sure you're aware. Let's see. That's a -1.
He's going to take a big old 1 psychic damage. Just a little.
Oh, my friend
Um,
got stabbed to death. Now my head hurts. They won't let me back.
More importantly, he'll subtract a d4 from the next saving throw
Okay.
he makes. As I'm going to have Huey give advantage to my chain attack on him.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's a 23.
23 will hit.
Ooh, for 11 cold damage. Max damage for me
Ow.
on that.
No chains hitting me and rats biting me. Just leave me alone. Yeah. Anything else from you?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. It is
Almost bad.
almost bad. Siegfried.
Siegfried's going to utter the same chant from earlier and is going to cast Toll of the Dead on it.
All right. Go for it.
It's a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, sorry. He does minus a d4 from this.
Yes.
And again, ogres, super wise. They're so smart and
Trying
stuff.
to help my fellow cantrip folks out here.
It's a 1.
Great. That'll be 11 damage.
Ooh, very nice.
How does your Toll the Dead manifest once it connects?
I guess you wouldn't really be able to see it, except maybe some, like vibrations within the air around him. But that's about it. I mean,
Fair enough. Yeah, he's not having a good time as he's like grabbing his head from the pain, and air vibrates around him. He's getting smacked by a chain, getting stabbed by a trident. He picks his foot up again to try and stomp on Huey. He
Bring it
hates
on.
this rat. God. A 7 again.
No, absolutely not.
Damn it!
Huey,
Stop
MVP.
biting me.
You can't step on me. I'm in the flowers.
Galborn, it's your turn.
Finks, who's like hiding in my breastplate. I'm gonna like look down in there. Wait, confusion, and Finks flies out and flies over the ogre and casts. I'm casting it, but I'm using her as the flavor.
Yeah.
Confusion. So I need a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. So smart, these ogres. I can't wait for this roll. It's a 7.
7. Oh, they're gonna fail.
Oh.
So now the ogre is confused. And
Which is
gets no reactions and must roll a d10 at the start of each of its turns to determine its behavior that turn.
Oh,
I try. That's okay.
It's concentration?
It's concentrations. I'll drop my hunter's mark, I think, for this.
That's fine.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't realize that was concentration, but I think this is
No
better
worries.
anyways.
Yeah, I don't think you need it at this point.
Yeah. So
Might as well have fun with some confusion.
yeah. So he's confused, and then I'll I was gonna bonus action move my hunter's mark, but I'm concentrating. I can't do that. So that's my turn.
All right. Is this little pixie comes out and it starts sprinkling dust on him, and he's in such a state that it's so easy to confuse him at this point. It is now Kevhorn's turn.
It's me?
Yes.
It's me.
This will be his confusion.
Fitting.
Very appropriate.
17.
17 will hit.
For 7 again.
7 again.
Lucky number 7.
Lucky number 7. Anything else as you stab this poor ogre?
No, that is all I can do.
All right. It is then Benjamin.
I've only got so many things. I'm gonna do the same combination: Mind Sliver, Huey for advantage, and Chain Attack.
He rolled a natural 1 for a -1.
Okay. Again, only 1 psychic damage to him from the Mind
Ow.
Sliver. Really, just for that D4.
What's going on?
I got a 23 again though with my Chain Attack
That'll hit.
for another 11 damage. Roll max damage
Oh.
once again.
Oh, I'm cold and my brain hurts. Anything else?
No, I'm just like hanging out at the periphery of this, just thinking in my head, I'm like, this is much better than an owlbear fight. Like, I don't gotta be in the mix here. Like, much more my speed.
Siegfried.
I'm gonna do the same thing.
All right.
Level 3. We only got so many options.
Level 3.
Yeah. So that's a
Especially
wisdom saving.
Oh,
Yes,
wisdom
sir.
save, and I need to minus a d4 from it. It's gonna hard fail. 1.
And that will be 2 damage.
Big 2 damage. He's just barely in there.
Some lose some.
Good
As
pun.
it gets to his turn, I was worried that we wouldn't get to see confusion, so we do get to see confusion as it gets to his turn. I gotta roll a d10.
Yeah, roll me a d10. I'll tell you what it is.
Oh, you're DMing now, are you? 6.
I didn't know if you had it pulled up. I just haven't pulled up.
I haven't pulled up, but you can tell me 6.
The creature doesn't move or take actions this turn.
Yeah, he just, he's done trying to stomp on Huey. He just has his feet planted with all his head's just spinning. Oh, just kill me!
Ooh,
It also it can remake the save at the end of its turn.
Oh, for the confusion?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to pass it if it's a wisdom save. Actually, maybe he did. 16.
Yeah, it passes.
All right.
Dang,
I'm not
should've kept
confused
Hunter's
anymore.
Mark.
Don't kill me. Galborn, it's your turn.
I have something to live for now.
Guess
I'm
it
just
wasn't
cold.
strong enough. And then I run up and I'm just gonna attack.
All right.
Oh, dang it. Okay. And the shoe, the other shoe has fallen. That is not. I mean, it's a 9.
It does miss.
Yeah.
As this ogre starts to regain his composure, you do miss. But that does go to Kevhorn.
I'm not the only one that misses. Ooh. Wait, I can't. 24.
No.
I saw an 18. I was like, what is this? 9.
As you see Kelborn rush up and swing his sword, not getting the right combination of momentum and the swing of the sword to hit land, you think to yourself, I'm not the only one that misses. And then you stab this ogre and blood starts to pour out of the wounds as it falls over dead.
As we're talking, whatever conversation is happening, Huey's just like rolling and scampering in the blood, just like having
I
a
love
grand
this.
old
Now,
time.
there's so much blood here.
Seeing Huey do that, there's a lake, right?
Yeah, there's a leg.
I need that. Yeah, I need that.
So Kelborn, you see, as soon as this fight is over, this rat just jumps into this ogre and starts playing in the blood. And then the half elf that was helping you runs to the pond and starts taking off his armor and getting in the water.
Siegfried's gonna walk up. Sorry.
No, go right
Siegfried's
ahead.
gonna walk up to this person and offer a handshake, old style too, by the arms. And he'll just say, "Hail, friend. My name is Siegfried."
Yeah, I have my arm out, my hand out, and when you grab my like elbow area or whatever you were doing, I'm just like confused. I'm like, oh, yeah, we're doing that. All right. Nice to meet you. My name's Kelborn Kerrigan.
Can Siegfried make a general insight of his character? Like, does he seem good?
Yeah, roll an insight.
That is an 11.
I'll say, yeah. I mean, he seemed pretty receptive of you coming into this area. Wasn't immediately aggressive to you like the ogres were, and is very thankful for you for what you did for him. He seems like a good kid.
I appreciate the save. What brings you around here? Not many folk make it in here.
I'm Benjamin. Pleasure to meet you as well. We're coming here with the Dream Speaker or the Story Keeper. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him.
You said earlier I was correct.
You were. You just never met him, yeah.
The name's familiar. You're with him.
Yes, he's moving a bit slower than us. He should be showing up anytime now, as I look over my shoulder towards where we came from.
As you look over your shoulder, you hear next to you, "Oh, sorry about that, bud." As he shimmers into existence, a little old furbolg magic gets you pretty far. Sorry, I was just
couldn't have done that earlier.
Are you my replacements?
Well, maybe. As far as doing that earlier, I mean, me going invisible earlier, I could have done it at any point, I suppose. I just didn't think it was very helpful.
Oh, you were just... I thought it was a teleportation type
No,
thing.
I was just invisible.
Okay.
Just invisible. It helps us hide in the forest. Anyway, well, I guess I could take over for you, but not in the way you're thinking, bud. We actually came here because these fine folk need your help saving the world, believe it or not.
No, I don't believe it.
Well,
You're funny.
No. I've seen it. I've seen it in the dreams. You're there. You're there, bud. So if the dreams say it, it's got to be true.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I have to guard this portal.
Look, do you fully enjoy spending your time, and no judgment if you do, just hanging about in this forest, not using that very capable blade that you were just swinging around.
Oh, thank you. And I run my hand across the blade to wipe off all of that blood, and it just coats my hand. I suppose you're right. I mean, my talents are wasted here, but I mean, I'm following my orders.
Oh, speaking of that portal, let me, you see this massive being walks over to the portal, puts his hand up to it. It's like he's tapping on glass, like just a ping, ping, and there's nothing. Well, that's interesting. Well, not much to protect if you can't get through it, I suppose.
What do you mean?
Seems to be broken from the other side. Somebody doesn't want this thing working anymore. Which, doesn't help my situation. I was expecting some folk to come through here, and if they can't come through this way, either bad things are happening or they have to find another one.
Who are you expecting?
Oh, just a couple of old... Well, I guess they're not my friends technically, but I know of them. Much like I knew of all of you.
I'm gonna go to the portal and knock on it.
Yeah, you hear the thum thum, and like usually if you wanted to get through this portal, you could just walk up to it and go through it normally, but it's not letting you through at all right now.
Shame.
Yeah, well, like I said, I don't know what's going on with it, but it's from the other side. I can sit here and see what I can do about it, but there's not much you can do.
I suppose not. No.
So, I guess I am your relief in a way, just not the way you were thinking.
Okay, so I guess thank you all for your help, and I'll be on my way.
If you're looking for something else to protect, we're still not fully sold on this saving the world situation either. However, I don't want to make any assumptions. The city of Neverwinter is possibly soon to be besieged by hill giants, and we are looking to gather allies and other capable people to help defend it from that. So if you're looking for a new venture or a new place to protect, we would welcome you to on our journey to protect our home.
Not to mention the dreams told me you would be joining them. You see this thing, this being still like looking at the portal and like doing some kind of spells on it. You're not
just
sure
like
what.
Benjamin just like shifting so that like the dream speaker can't see him, is just like
I'm like kind of like, you know, like don't do that.
Did they
when he's casting
do you
spells on it.
know do you know anything that could have caused this? Did you get anything from those? He looks at the two dead ogres, those guys.
Before they started attacking me, they said, well, one, they wanted me dead, and two,
looked like it.
They said something about their big boss, Fimorian,
Fomorians. That's not good. Well, even more of a reason for you to help these fine young folk. Fomorians, if the Fomorians are there, they're tied to something with the giants on this side. I almost wonder if there's some kind of two-prong attack happening now.
Do you think that the Fomorians were the ones to disable the portal from the other side?
It seems like they might at least have a part in it. I don't know if they'd be able to do it on their own. But they were driven back to the Underdark many years ago after attacking the Fae, but I don't know, maybe that put them in a position to be easily persuaded if the giants were trying to take over again.
If you said these two came through the portal?
That's what it looks like, yeah.
Yes.
why would the Fomorians close off the portal for their own minions? You would think they would want to keep it open for them to either get back. If they were just meant to kill you, then their mission would have been done and they could have returned. It seems counterproductive for the Fomorians, at least, to seal off the portal. Would it have been the Fae leadership as a means of protection?
Do they normally have somebody on that side, like the other side, guarding as well?
Yeah, and you would think they wouldn't have let ogres through that were hostile, because they would have been pretty close to the portal as well.
I mean, there's guards on the other side, but don't know. I mean, if they got through, then the guards are likely dead, unless one managed to shut it right before more showed up.
It might not be a bad idea to make your way towards the Fae at some point as well to see what's going on over there. I know we've got things going on here, but I can search for another Fae portal to get you guys over there to check it out if you'd like to. Wouldn't be today.
The things going on over here are giants, you said?
Giants, yes. We got hill giants, coalescing. That seems like a big word I shouldn't use right now. Grouping together near the big town called Neverwinter, and there's rumblings from other giant factions throughout the Sword Coast and Faerun. And it seems like they're not stopping here, especially with the Feywild being parallel to us. Parallel? Opposite? What is it?
Parallel's a good word.
Maybe. Anyway. Seems like they're moving over there as well. Sorry, I was thinking of something else.
Yes, our associate here, the Dream Speaker, says that all of the giant factions have returned to this area. We have only seen signs of the hill giants, but I guess many of the others are moving more active than what they normally are, and we're destined to...
The dream's destined.
Indeed. Gather totems of great power from them to assist in stopping this King Hreg.
And I mean this dream of yours.
They haven't seen that part yet. Do you want to see that part?
No.
All right, well, you are.
Sounds like I'd have to be a level 20. I don't think I can do that at the moment. What if I must?
You don't have to see it. It's just take my word for it.
Alright, this is a lot to take in. Can you just give me a wee moment?
We found out about this hours before you did, so yeah, we're still kind of processing it as well.
Yeah, we're all having a wee moment together right now. Unless you mean the other kind of wee, then
yeah, that one.
Okay, well, here I'll open a little bit of the forest so you can go in a little bit out of the line of sight. As you see, like, grass part out of the way for you to walk into the forest, like a couple feet.
I start walking in, and I take like a look. I'm like, oh, that's actually pretty impressive. Thanks.
Yes.
I wave her on.
She flies out.
I don't know if I should be over here if you're taking a wee.
No, yeah, I just need you to watch my back while I'm doing it.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yep. Hey, I'll be right back. I walk in. And I just ask her, right, you think they're crazy? What should we do here? I mean, the
Well, if they're
portal's
taking
gone.
on giants, they might be crazy, but just think about what the King of the Spring Court would think if you were able to help them take down these giants. Wait, I forgot. Are we spring or summer?
Spring? No, that's right.
Oh, that's what I thought.
It's been a
Sorry,
while since we've been home.
It's been a while. I thought about taking vacation. That's why.
That's right. Yeah, I hear the summer court's real nice this time of year.
Mm.
Anyways, I mean, you think it might get us repositioned?
I mean, as long as everything's good over there, then yes. But it probably wouldn't hurt to check out another portal if we can find it.
Nay. And I'm a wee bit nervous if the giants are attacking the... Hopefully, I don't know, hopefully they haven't been the greenest.
Yeah, that would, we should probably check that out too. There's a lot to check out. We've only seen this area.
You think we can trust them for now?
I mean, I don't see why not. They helped us.
Right. Okay. Oh, that
one guy. I do want to say that one guy there was a very undead specter just kind of hanging out next to us.
Yeah, I saw that. That was.
And now he's just over by the water, holding the other guy's armor while he takes a bath.
Menacingly. Oh, what a good pee. All right.
I didn't watch any of it.
And I come back out.
As that conversation was happening, I have told Huey that he does need to go into the water and rinse off now that he's had his fun blood play.
All right, but if I drown, it's your fault.
Not near me. Not near me.
When you see a rat rush towards the water and just jump in, instantly start drowning. Help! Help! He's not yelling at you. He's yelling at Benjamin.
As he's in the water, almost drowning, I'm gonna do some bullshitty hand movements and have him go invisible, turn into a crab, and then reappear and just sink down into the water.
I'm gonna pinch Keflin.
No, you're not going to.
All right.
I'm gonna poke around too. I doubt they have anything, but just see if these giants had anything on them. They seem real dumb, but
yeah. Do an investigation.
Oh, I'm so good at that. No, natural one.
Yeah, no, there's just I mean, even anything else you would have been able to tell. They aren't wearing much for clothing, just cover up. They do have some rotten food on them. But other than that, nothing.
Yeah, I just kind of poke around to see if they have anything, but not looking too deeply.
Mm-hmm.
So you're Benjamin, you're Siegfried. What's your other friend's name there?
At this point, Keflorn's probably done. As he's walking up, you can see his specter putting on his armor for him while he's putting his hair back up into a braided bun.
I'll stick out my hand, shake your hand.
He acknowledges it, but ignores it.
Yeah, it's dripping blood still.
Oh wait, here's a good compromise. The specter is done putting on the armor for him, and the specter will shake your hand.
Interesting.
Cold, ghastly hand. As
right.
Spectral blood drips out of this thing's chest.
Would you say their name was?
Keflorn.
Great name. My name's Kettlebone.
Amazing.
That's gonna get confusing. Great.
So, where are we going to?
That's a great question.
Turn away from the portal. The story keeper's that is a good question. We've got many. Mid-sentence he stops and looks up as a small purple bird flies out of the trees and lands on his finger and starts tweeting at him. That's no good.
They're known as X's now. They're not tweets anymore.
Wow, yeah.
Oh yes, right.
Whatever the fuck
He's
they're
Xing
called.
at him. He just flies off in the trees. Well, you're not gonna love to hear this, buds.
Timmy fell down the well.
Yeah.
Continue.
Oh, I was making sure you were listening. So, you know those hill giants that were gathering the other side of the forest? There's about, what do you say, 20 to 30 of them when you were over there?
Didn't really get a great look at them, at least that many.
All right, well, I don't know how you can count, but there's many more joining them.
I can
Hill
count.
giants, ogres, ettins. There's word that other giants are coming down to join them now as well, but they don't seem to be making a move yet, at least. So we got that going for us.
You know, on second thought, maybe I won't. Maybe I won't go.
Look, we are in this weird dream destiny bullshit. And if we gotta deal with it, we can get you some sweet ass spores that you sniff, and then we can talk telepathically.
Oh, right. Do you want these spores? This furbug holds out a handful of spores. You snort these right up. I can talk to you whenever you want.
When Catforn sees that, he just like rubs his nose.
I rolled a 1 on like an insight check for myself. So I grabbed the spores and you know what they say in the Fae?
No.
When life give you spores, you snort them.
That just seems dangerous.
I
don't know if I do that all the time, but you'll be able to talk to anybody else in this party, as well as the story keeper at any point telepathically. So yeah, maybe, I mean, if you're feeling up to it and want to go over there and figure something out with them, with the hill giants, you can, but might not be the best course of action right now, as long as we have the time to avoid it.
What time of day is it?
It's probably like early evening at this point.
Yikes.
Like I said, if you're feeling up to the task, go for it, buds. But maybe we wait. I almost wonder if they're waiting to gather as many as they can and wait for their king to give them the word to attack. And without their artifacts yet, I don't think they're ready to move.
Do you have any information about where these artifacts are?
Well, if you're talking about the giant boon things, what I call them? Did I call them artifacts before?
I believe you called them totems before.
That sounds better. The giant totems. Each leader of the giant clans. It's not like there's only one. So like each clan of giants has one of these totems. So if you find any chiefesses, jarls, that kind of stuff, and are able to get it from them, either through some sort of physical contest, or killing them, or getting it as a gift, or stealing it.
Okay, great. I was wondering about that.
Yeah, there's plenty of ways to do it. It's just doing it is the thing we have to worry about. So, I do have 2 propositions for you while I continue looking for other things. I'll continue looking for a new Fae portal for you and look for more allies and other things to help you. But right now, the leads I have for you are... Sorry, I just had to get a breath in. You can head out to speak with the stone giant, since we know they aren't completely on the side of King Herrig yet. Or you can head down to Udengald and see if they can help you with their magical forge. Maybe get you some armor and some weapons that would help you out. Or help out the armor and weapons you already have, if you're keen to those. Both are going to be in the south, and I'm correct in saying the south this time.
Mr. Storykeeper, was it?
Yeah, yep.
Have these giants attacked any towns yet?
Not
here in the Sword Coast, but I believe our young friend Kevhorn's already had a run-in with them.
Where are you from?
From the east. A town called Gamasari.
Can't say I've ever heard of it.
Very small.
Right. I was just curious.
Fair enough. You know what they say about curiosity.
No, what?
Sniff it like spores?
If you don't follow up on it, you won't get any questions answered.
I feel like that's not what it says. That's all right.
Oh, you're starting to get a little bit of
I know, I realize that. I'm trying really hard not to fall into it. It's very hard.
I was worried my pixie voice was going to fall into it.
Mine's going all over the place. Like, I can't keep it completely straight anyway, so...
Do you have any more information about where we could find the stone giants?
I know that they're in the mountain range of the Gray Peaks. You could find that east of Udengald, so both of them are going to be to the south there. It's just how far you want to travel each one first. Wait, I lied. Green Peaks isn't where they are, maybe. Hold on, let me double check.
Do any of you have a map on you? Can you bring us to the map page?
Yes, I can bring you to the map page.
Oh, thank you for the map.
Oh, yes,
Whoever
here's
that
the
was.
map that I found. Yeah, there is a tribe of them in the Green Peak Mountains. Gray Peak, sorry. Just east of Udengald. I almost said west again. Jeez. I don't know exactly where the entrance is, but shouldn't be too hard to find. They're giants after all.
Yeah, you would think so. All right. I mean, that may be our best starting point. Again, if the stone giants are not fully on their side yet, it'd be better to speak to them before they've fully joined. Or, if nothing else, we can upgrade ourselves a little bit, at least some of the more martial folk. Any objections?
Do you? I don't have much money.
That's all right. We were gonna get paid more. It's gonna be way out of the way to go back to Neverwinter, though, to get that payment.
Oh, weird, isn't it?
Darn, that's really annoying.
Shoot, darn it, huh? It's almost like I would have been willing to pay you anything because it would have been weird to go back there.
So glad we got our initial payment before we left.
A little trick for you DMs. He has promise them a lot of money and then make sure they can never go back.
I've been there.
It's okay, I'll go back.
All right, let's split
I
up.
want that money.
You die on the way of dysentery.
Damn
What the heck?
All right, so sounds like we are going to either Udengald or the Grey Peak Mountains.
Yes. We also have, if we're not going to be returning, I'm sure Neverwinter would not begrudge us to continue to use their card. So we do have a card that could
do.
Yes, especially until we receive the rest of our payment. Or perhaps in lieu of that, depending on how things work out.
It's just a card.
So we should be able to make better time than if we were traveling on foot at least. And we have enough money between us to cover rations for quite a trip, if nothing else. I have several with me as well.
I'm pretty good at foraging around.
Even better.
Well, it sounds like you have a grand adventure ahead of you. I don't want to keep you all waiting. Is there anything else you need from me before you go? I'll stay here, keep thinking about this portal, and then, of course, anything to help all of you.
Yes. If anyone comes looking, let them know I didn't just abandon post.
Oh, for sure. I'll let them know that I employed you during the time when you wouldn't be needed at this portal for it being closed down, and of course, you can always contact me now that you snorted those spores.
Right. I mean, you being the maker of this forest here, I mean, I feel like, you know, I can't get in trouble for this, I hope.
No, I'll put in a good word for you. Don't worry about it, bud.
Alright.
We'll likely be spending the night in Phandalin. Anyways, it is getting quite late into the day. It'll probably be night by the time we get back there. Last time we traveled overnight, it didn't exactly go well, so I'd rather start off early in the morning again.
That sounds great.
Plus, I think Kevhorn already has a room at the inn.
I do.
Excellent. Let's start making our way back then. We still have quite a trek through the woods before we get back to Phandalin itself.
All right. Well, it was nice meeting all of you. We'll see you again soon. Talk to you again even sooner, because, you know, spores.
Oh, that's a cute crab there.
Yes,
Pick it up by its claw.
Yes, this is Huey. Crab isn't what he normally is, but it's a useful form.
Oh, he's yours.
Yes, he was the rat from earlier.
That's all you hear in your head, Benjamin, is just...
I know you can talk.
I am talking.
Well, where'd you go? And I hand him to you.
I'm gonna hold this wet crab. I'm like, turn back into a bird and just like toss him up.
You see as this crab flies in the air, it just like very grotesquely shifts into a bird. And you see, what was her name again? Finks. She flies behind your ear, and like pokes her head over the top just enough to her eyes are up. Like, we're gonna be traveling with that thing. Maybe we shouldn't go.
Is it normally a bird?
He's normally a bird, yes.
Oh boy.
I don't think we can trust him.
No, just sit in my armor for now.
You see just like a line of dust go from behind Kelborn's ear into his armor.
Can't get you in there.
Better not.
Yeah, then I think we just start making our way back to Phandalin.
Yeah, you see as you leave, the storykeeper lifts his hand, and the trail begins to blaze through the forest again. And it's a nice little steady walk. Kelborn, you haven't seen any of this. You've just been in that grove this whole time, but there's just a magical path making its way through the forest. Like trees bend out of the way, plants will move back. As this group moves forward, and there's a young owl bear plodding along behind you.
Oh shit! Yeah, I just look right over that thing apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely hesitated at first to like leave, but you know, I do it.
Nice. And yeah, it takes you an hour or two going through this forest, but you make your way back to Phandalin. Sun's starting to go down. And you can make your way back towards the inn that you were all staying in. And, well, Kevhorn had a room in, the rest of you, not yet. The old Stonehill Inn.
Yes, I'll go up to the I was going to say maitre d'. That is not the right word.
The host.
Yeah, the host, and say, we're going to need 3 additional rooms tonight if you have them available.
Oh, of course. I forget how much I charged your friend. I mean, you're getting 3. You already have 1. Might as well make it 3 silver, and I'll cover food and everything for you as well.
Perfect.
A little bit of a bundle deal.
Put that on the counter for him. Excellent.
Thank
Very
you.
much. Thank you.
Here are your keys. Of course, if you need food or drink, you're right over there. You've been.
Yes. Familiar. As I'm like aware that Kevhorn is not used to like being around people. Kelborn.
Oh, you said the wrong one, and you said it so like
Son of a bitch.
carefully.
I was thinking so hard. Kelborn. Just like keeping an eye on him and just like trying to like buddy shepherd him, just like everything's fine, like totally not knowing his level of comfort with like being indoors. I don't know. He's just been living out in the forest. So
Can I insight check this?
Yeah.
Is Kelborn musky, stinky? Like
that sounds rude to ask.
I rolled a 20 total. I smell like an Irish Spring.
Okay.
I've been taking baths in that spring.
Yeah, what does he get on
an
a
Irish Spring now?
I just wanted to see if Kelborn kind of understood what Benjamin was doing.
Yeah,
and
what do you think he gets on a 20? Because you were rolling too. So what do you think he got on a 20 on his insight?
Oh, oh no, it didn't. Okay. I think he gets that Benjamin is like genuinely trying to make him feel comfortable, not in like a malicious or manipulative sense, but is like trying to make him feel comfortable. Yeah. Actually, I will say there maybe is a little bit of like we're gonna be working together. I'm gonna like try to smooth this over as much as possible. Very much that vibe of like, I don't know what you're about. Let's make this as easy as possible. This is weird. I'll pay for your room. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Like that type of a feeling.
Kind of as he's maybe like around me and just kind of, thank you for paying for me a room. Don't have a lot of money back at the portal, but I appreciate what you're doing. I'm not blind to it, but I grew up in a town about this size, and then I've been around civilization before.
Oh, I'm not very familiar with the Fae, so I wasn't sure both where you grew up or really how the Feywild in general works.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Not many do. You know, it's weird there.
And I'll say, Kevhorn, you didn't notice it when you were out there because everything smelled like an Irish Spring, but you do smell like an Irish Spring.
Nice. No, yeah, just not totally new to all this. Just recently stationed, for a couple of years now at the portal.
What was it? Just a normal change of position that had you stationed there? I'm assuming we've like moved in. We're getting dinner and things like that at this point.
You know, that might be a story for another time.
Understandable.
Bit of a sore spot, really.
No pressure whatsoever. Here, and like again, motion over for food and drinks and things like that. Yeah, I am also, as we're doing this, I am scoping out the bar and trying to see if there's any good gossip.
All right. Roll me perception. Siegfried, did you have anything? I saw. No. I'm not calling you out or anything. I just saw mouth movements. I didn't want to.
Yeah, I was just gonna go along with us getting food and stuff and celebrating our new camaraderie, but that was about it. So.
All right.
I only got a 4 on my perception. I don't know why I tried to do this.
Yeah, again, it's a smaller town, so there's mostly just like farmers come in to get meals at night, and you see the orc come out again with platters. Boar drops the plates on the table. Mead puts down mugs for y'all. Thank you for dining at the Stonehill Inn. We appreciate your returning business.
Of course, why wouldn't we? We had such a lovely time here this morning.
Yes, of course. Tom's back into the behind the bar.
I've never had boar before.
It's very similar to pork, just a bit gamier. You'll taste a bit of the forest in it, so to say.
Siegfried will just kind of slowly pick at it. Would any of you like my mead? I'm not much of a drinker myself.
You know, I haven't had a good drink in a long time, so...
And he'll just scoot his cup over at Kelborn.
Cheers.
Benjamin's immediately going to motion over to get himself a second drink as well.
He just fills up another mug and brings it out. Kevin, are you down with everybody, or did you go up to your room by yourself?
For another bath.
Well, before I would have joined everyone for dinner, I would have asked the host for another blanket and have my little owlbear cub guard the cart.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, she just sits down out there. Whoo.
I'll try motion the little cub to go on top of the cart. But try bribe her with like the raw meats that I got.
If you're bribing her, she just does it without a roll. She just climbs, like the cart sags a little bit as she scampers up on there. Like she gets her front half and has to use her muscle to pull her back half up onto it. Flops down on the cart and eats the meat.
And then I'll just tuck her in with the blanket.
Oot.
Wait, you need water. We're back. I'll go grab water, pay whatever I need to, put her next to her. Then I'll join the boys.
The boys.
I'm like, so you lot have to tell me how you managed to get an owlbear join ya. You know they grow up to be rather vicious.
Have you seen that baby's face? Doesn't look vicious right now. I understand what it will turn into, but it's so cute right now.
It is cute. It is.
Maybe I can make it less vicious.
I mean,
future.
With the right training, perhaps.
Remind me, Huey stays outside, right? He doesn't come in.
Yeah, when he stays outside, or I just dismiss him. One of the two.
All right. So yeah, Finks would have come out of your armor as well, like peering around at everything. It hasn't come fully out. She's just peering at things.
Yeah.
She
Every
sneaks
once in a
up
while,
mead.
yeah, I hold it chest level.
You know, I'm starting to feel a little left out. I'm the only one without a poke.
What was that?
When I heard that they all had companions, I was like, oh, maybe I should get rid of mine.
I didn't start out with one. I was forced to get a cutie pie.
Forced, yes.
Watch out. I hear there's people in this town that like to stuff small animals into jars.
Seeing Calborn enjoy the mead, though, I would slowly move mine over.
Toward me?
I would just yeah.
I like as you're moving it towards him, like I grab him, like you've already gotten one free drink tonight.
And this is how you treat the new guy.
Yes, we split the free drinks. I feel like that's pretty appropriate.
Hey, that's fair enough. You paid for my room, so I can't be too mad.
Kevorn, you're not much a drinker either.
I prefer juice.
Fair enough.
Suddenly a cup clatters on the table in front of you. Juice. I didn't forget.
oh, I thought he was listening in.
And as he turns around, Siegfried will quietly ask for coffee, but perhaps is not heard.
Well, let's see. I'll get something made up for you. Did you hear as the walks back behind him? Ma! Coffee!
So, now that he's not around, you truly believe this storykeeper's story?
Have you dreamed the dream?
Fuck, have I dreamed a dream?
You've had dreams before, if that's what you mean.
Have you dreamed about a giant on a cliffside?
Roll me a history. We'll do history for this.
That's a total of a 3.
A 3.
Oh.
You don't
You
remember
dropped off
any of
3
your
giants.
dreams.
I don't remember many of my dreams. Is that what you said?
No, everything seems like you just kind of like normal. You just sleep and wake up and don't remember anything.
You know, I don't really have vivid dreams. Why, if you've all had a dream.
A collective dream.
Well, they had a collective dream. Mine was more sequential to theirs. It's strange to explain.
So maybe you've got the wrong guy. I've not had any of these dreams yet.
The dream speaker said that was part of it, that the reason you weren't there is the reason that it was going as poorly as it was, and that your addition to it will help things go smoother in the future.
Supposedly.
Yes, it's a bit...
The 4 of us are supposed to save the world.
I mean, that's what he's saying. I don't know how much... I mean, we're certainly caught up in this, if nothing else. I don't particularly want Neverwinter to fall to the giants. So in that sense, yes, but on the larger end, I'm not entirely convinced yet.
Oh, yes, that's a big story to tell. What about you, was it Siegfried?
Yes, friend. I believe that Ilmater has brought us all together. This is clearly destiny. What are you rolling over there?
Religion. Yeah, who's Ilmater?
You've never heard of Ilmater?
No, can't say I
The
have.
god. The god of the rack. He suffered for all of us. And I believe it is the destiny that we must remove the suffering of this world.
Oh, are you good at doing that? Removing suffering?
Well, I made an owlbear explode.
Oh,
He did do that.
I thought you meant like through healing.
That too.
Right. Oh, well, are you good at it?
Well, I haven't gotten them mixed up yet.
Oh.
You know, forget I brought anything up.
You're still looking a little rough, and he'll reach out.
No, it's all right. I'll sleep it off. It's all right.
Ilmater has presented me with both. I can both remove the suffering from you and present the suffering to those who have caused it. So as long as you have not caused suffering, you are okay.
What if the suffering comes from not a person, but like a disease or something?
I can help cure diseases.
Really? Hellborn takes note.
Pops
Man,
up
that
in the top
coffee is
right corner.
terrifying.
Hellborn approves.
Lord, we'll remember this.
Siegfried looks over at the bar, waiting for his coffee.
Hey, the barkeep walks out with the mug. Just, here you go. Watch out, it's hot. He drops it down on the table.
Thank you, friend.
He just walks back again after a big sigh.
And Siegfried will just slowly sip on his coffee. How does this coffee taste?
I mean, it'll get the job done. It's nothing you're gonna like. This isn't your favorite coffee. Yeah, do we have anything else the group wants to talk about tonight?
Logistically, does anyone need to purchase anything before we head out tomorrow? If the shop is open, a couple of things I would like to pick up, but they're fairly minor.
I mean, apart from rations.
I'm gonna assume you guys don't have enough to buy a breastplate, do you? I've got scale mail, so I have disadvantage on sneak.
I have. Don't worry. Everyone else has disadvantage on sneak as well.
Okay,
don't
good,
worry.
good.
This
Cool.
is
I'm
not
the
a
only one who
sneaky
does it.
group.
That's
All
why
right.
we have Huey. Huey's our scout.
Perfect. No, I'm all set.
Well, we should probably make an early night of it then. Try to get out as early as we can in the morning to... I may try to send a letter to Captain... I have his name, Captain Zanel, just to let him know what transpired here, that everything was taken care of, but we won't be back to Neverwinter soon. Also to...
Siegfried. Sorry, go ahead.
Just to warn him about the other giants gathering if he is not already aware of it.
And Siegfried will also write a letter to Father Albert of Baldur's Gate.
All right. So with that, you all are turning in for the night, getting your letters ready to send out in the morning, and we're gonna take a quick break while everybody levels up as well.
Yes!
We will be level 4 as we hit the road to Udengald. Right after these messages, there won't be any commercials, so we'll cut right to it. Welcome back, everybody. We return to our group as morning rises. You all individually make your way downstairs to get your breakfast. As Kevhorn, as you come down, the host is saying this. I think something's outside for you.
Okay. I go outside.
As soon as you open the door, just an owlbear sitting there. Hoot!
I'll look back at the host. This is it, yeah?
Yeah, that's it, yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, pet. The good girl.
Yeah, she like nuzzles into you as you pet her.
Since I'm up, I will go buy some stuff at the store.
All right. Caphorn's gonna head out. Yeah, we'll just have it. Everybody has their breakfast, can join you, so we can get past that and not have everybody go to the store individually. So you make your way up to Barthen's and Sons. There's the man there that you met when you brought the rations and said, "Oh, you're back for to buy something, I assume, or your horses. Your horses are here in the stable."
Oh, right. They were struck with lightning. Are they fine?
Yeah, they were pretty hurt. They're doing better than when you brought them in, that's for sure.
Oh, okay, that's great. Do we need to pay for you taking care of the horses?
No, it's fine. They're
Okay.
Neverwinter's horses, so.
Oh, okay. Well, I am just here to buy a couple of rations.
A couple of rations.
Yeah.
Let me make sure I don't overcharge you on these like I tried to last time, I think, or maybe not enough. I can't remember.
You undercharged us.
Well, then.
I tried to.
Five silver pieces for a day of rations.
How long will it take to we're going to the peak first, right?
You're going to
Or was it-
Udengald first,
Oh, Udengald, okay.
which is a
How long
mountain town. It'll be 10 days to Udengald.
Damn.
Oh, so I should buy rations then. Is that what you're saying? Well, I can can I
You can hunt as
along
well.
the trail? Okay.
Okay,
I'll
here's
still
what
pick
I'm
up a
thinking.
couple, but
I'm gonna buy 7.
All right, 14 silver pieces.
Oh, you need 14 silver pieces from me?
Ease. That's how much that many rations will cost. Right? Yes. No. Wait.
2.
No.
7 times 5, right?
Yeah.
My brain hurts.
35
Sorry.
silver.
35 silver pieces.
3.5.
Somehow a 2 ended up in my multiplication process.
I don't know how, because you still said not enough silver.
Well, I was thinking 7 times 2. I don't know why.
Hey, wait. I need to give over
3 gold, 5 silver,
3 gold.
some combination. Anybody else need anything?
I'm also gonna buy rations.
Okay. Yeah, it's
I'm gonna buy 3, so it should be 15.
Do you happen to carry incense?
incense. Yeah, we got some. There's some religious folk in the area. Incense? 5e? How much?
Oh, wait.
It's not showing me. So yeah, just like a 5 copper should be fine.
All right, he'll buy like 5 of them, I guess.
Do they possibly have a cleansing stone?
Let me check. They probably will. Just how much it's gonna cost. Cleansing stone. Is that a real thing?
It is. It's a common magical item.
Common magical item? Yeah, I mean, roll me a d10.
To need. Oh, that's it. Okay, this is a decent. 6.
60 gold pieces if you want that.
What the heck? I should have lied. I'm joking. Okay.
I
can't
mean,
get
sorry, we don't get much for magical items out here. It's a pretty penny when we do. Pretty copper.
California's about to steal.
Just to get a cleansing stone.
I need it. Okay. That is all I'm gonna buy right now.
All right. Anything for anybody else?
Yes. Benjamin buys a second water skin.
All right.
I'm also going to buy 2 pounds of salt.
Okay.
Ooh.
Do you have the prices for these in front of you?
Yeah.
I assumed.
Yeah, the water skin is I forget how much.
Yeah, if it's in the books.
It's in the
that's fine.
Yeah. Water skin is 2 silver.
Just so I didn't have to look it up.
Another silver. Yeah, so that's only 3 silver.
Right.
Yes, and I'm not gonna buy any other rations because I already have 10 on me.
Can I have a ration?
No, you don't eat it. It just sits there and then it reappears.
I like eating.
Oh,
And
we'll see what our new friend can hunt. You can have some of that.
Okay. Because I'm not hunting for it.
Obviously, neither am I.
Okay, we're on the same page.
I know Icewind Dale is to the north, but what's weather like going south?
You aren't going to be going too far south, and it is like late summer. So it'll be like Ohio weather in the summer.
What's Ohio weather?
Never heard of this place.
I don't know, like 80s, 70s, whatever the equivalent is, 80s and 70 Fahrenheit in this world is.
Oh, okay, wait. Okay.
Yeah, we won't need.
I live in that weather.
Clothing.
All right.
Yeah, I would probably leave it with. I don't actually want to talk with him. I'll leave it with the innkeeper to give to the town master.
Okay.
No, I'll probably leave it with Barthen since he seems to do a lot of the trade. If I wanted to get a message back up to Neverwinter, do you have people couriers that travel through occasionally? Who should I leave a message with?
Oh yeah, I can have it here when the couriers, I don't know how to say that word, come through. Yep.
Excellent. And I'll write up basically just giving Captain Zanel like, hey, there's other giants. We made it here. We're taking the cart south. We're trying to get some more help to deal with the giants. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks. Bye. XOXO.
XOXO Benjamin.
Yeah, I assume Siegfried leaves his letter for the father as well.
Yeah.
All right. Any last minute wrap ups?
Yeah, I write a letter to myself.
Here you go. Hands it back to you.
Oh, mail.
Siegfried blesses the cart. Siegfried blesses the cart with his censer and incense. So.
All right. So blessing the cart as everybody's loading into it.
Are we sure we don't want to meet the town master? I want to have a conversation with myself.
We already have.
Yeah.
He's a bit.
Maybe some other day.
Don't know if he's all there.
Yeah, you guys start climbing the cart. The owlbear climbs its way up into it. You get the horses hitched up. The cart gets all blessed, and you start heading out of town to the south for real this time. Woo! Yeah, you start making your way down the road and cut back in towards the high road. It's kind of following along the coast. There's more of an established road there, so you don't have to take this thing through the forest, because that would be nigh impossible. Yeah, and you start making your way. Let's pop this baby on while you're moving. And the first couple days of travel, nothing crazy. You do see, as you get towards like the end of the Neverwinter Wood, you start to see pillars of smoke on the far side of the woods, where you assume the giants are gathering. is there anything anybody wants to do within the first couple days? Anything particular, or any conversations you want to have?
Go ahead.
Something has been bothering Siegfried a lot,
Right.
and it's when we had our dream. Kefhorn had mentioned that he was using the same powers that I was. Can Siegfried maybe make like a religion or an insight check into that?
Yeah, you can do that.
Doesn't matter which one.
Do a religion.
It was a 22.
22. Yes, when you remember in that dream, Kefhorn had some kind of aura around him as he was moving about. And it seemed to be some kind of divine aura. It wasn't necessarily, you couldn't like tell where the source of divine energy was coming from, but he seemed to have been granted it by some kind of deity or god. He doesn't seem to have any of that right now, so you're not sure what changes in between then and now, or now and then.
Okay.
All right. Anybody else have things?
So, Kefhorn, are you some sort of necromancer or?
No,
So what's the deal with your
this guy, as he pops him right next to you,
Roll a
sitting
d4.
down. 2.
Again, this ghastly figure appears. Lack of life in its eyes, slack jaw, but instead of its whole torso and chest being torn out, there's just a stab wound in the solar plexus with blood dripping out of it.
Can I like I guess medicine check to see if I can figure out what would have made this wound?
Yeah, you can do a medicine check.
I get like real close to this thing and start inspecting it. That is 17.
Yeah, he was run through with a sword.
That looks nasty.
Does.
And it doesn't look like Kefhorn, just only like dead.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, like I finally realized that in the heat of the battle, I didn't necessarily notice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, strange.
Yeah. It's a weird, morbid reminder
Reminder.
of what could be.
Yeah, stay away from swords, I'd say.
It's different each time. Each time he pops out.
Oh. Well, it's better than you being a necromancer, so.
Hey, maybe I am.
Alright, well, don't bring me back from the dead in that state, if you mind.
Hey, I would need all the practice I could get if I am one. You could be the stepping stone of an amazing necromancer in the future.
I'm gonna do my best not to die.
As you should.
What were you gonna do, Phage, before I cut you off?
No, I had something the first night we rested. This is all fine to. I'm assuming we're taking watches as we are resting because we're out in the country. So during Benjamin's watch, one, he also always has Huey on watch with him, probably doing more of the actual watch than Benjamin does. But that first night, I would essentially try to, with my second water skin and like a bowl from our mess kits or something like that, try to recreate the rough salinity of seawater. Just because I don't have access to it, we're very far from the coast. And I would, I don't have any new loot from this last mission that we went on, but mostly how I would communicate with Huey telepathically, but not speaking to him, like trying to speak to the bowl in the same way, to connect to my patron, and just say, I don't know. I haven't really tried this before, but there's that dream speaker dude said there was something living in your depths that needs to be taken care of. I'm going to do my best to remove it, but any guidance or help you can send along towards me would be greatly appreciated.
Give me a... We're going to do this differently because it's warlock stuff. Do a charisma check.
Any specific check or just straight charisma?
Charisma. I'll say charisma with proficiency.
Okay. Oh, baby. With proficiency, which would be the equivalent to my persuasion roll, that's a 25. Holy
nice.
crap.
Yeah, you like as you speak into this bowl of water, you just see a ripple, like a very forceful ripple go through the bowl, and you see Huey's head like turn from his watch, and he kind of hops over to the bag. You guys have a map, whatever bag the map is in, and he pulls it out and rolls it out and starts pecking at one point of the map.
Where is he pecking at?
You go and look, and he is pecking at the Mirror of Dead Men.
Okay, so there's something there for me? For us?
You see, he almost seemed like he was in a trance state. He comes down and says, why am I here?
Okay. Okay. Well, the Queen wants us to go to the Mirror of Dead Men?
Oh, well, you should listen to her, because she'll get real mad if you don't.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to convince my companions to go there.
Maybe you just say you wanted to swim there. We're going right past it.
And I'll say you guys' plan, and you would have worked this out with other people just working on navigation. You originally you were going to go past the Mirror of Dead Men anyway, and then cut over to Ungald because it'd be quicker that way. So you'll be going past it either way. It's just convincing people to actually go into what is a giant swamp, a saltwater swamp.
Yeah. Okay. Benjamin spends some time that night just like, how the fuck am I going to convince these dudes to go into a swamp with me? All right. Okay. Could you pull us to the map, please?
Oh, you guys aren't on the map. My bad.
You're
still in Phandalin. That's what happens when I go to maps on my own and don't bring you guys with me.
That's real big. There's a lot of things in there. Okay.
Where is this Mirror of Dead Men?
The Mirror, if you follow the high road down from Neverwinter, it's right there along the coast.
Yeah. Okay.
Ah, okay.
Waterdeep.
You
I
are
know
going
where I'm
Waterdeep. You'll be cutting over to Udengul before you get to Waterdeep.
Even though I know, like, the moment has passed, mostly to myself, I'm like, you couldn't have given me anything about what's inside of there. Okay. Well, you... Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, Benjamin's just like, on the second morning then, just like, fretting a little bit as we're getting closer and closer to the swamp. Yeah, I don't know what day we would be approaching it.
Before we get closer, I'll ask if anybody else wants to, during any of their watches at night or any other daytime things, conversations to be had.
I mean, during my watch, I would just, to Finks, just be like, you have to keep an eye on Siegfried. See if he's, how skilled he is at the magics. He might be helpful for Ma.
I'll keep an eye on him as long as you keep that bird away from me.
Hey, stay in the
It's hard
armor.
to,
You'll
yeah,
be
it's hard to
safe.
look at somebody when you're hiding in armor from a bird.
You have to get over that.
It's hard to get over when something's gonna eat you.
Yeah, you got eaten by a bird one time and you'll never hear the end of it.
Well, if it could just be the last time, the next time. So
I'll make sure that doesn't happen, Finks.
better, or she's gonna be real angry with you.
Alright. I know. That was it. I just
All right. Anybody else?
No, I would, just because it's slightly related. Huey would be, like we had been doing before, scouting like 500-600 feet ahead of us. So he's not normally near the cart except for at night.
Yeah. So yeah, he does a good job of spotting things that might be of problems to you. So you can either speed up or slow down and wait for it to pass, or anything like that. So, and there's nothing too dangerous that you encounter along the way. So pretty easy to dispatch of if you need to, or just wait for it or move around it, whatever you need to do. And I'll say, day 4 is when you're starting to pass the Sword Mountains. You can see them off to your east as you're moving. And actually, during this time, I would like 2 wisdom saves, one from Kelborn and one from Kevhorn.
Oh,
see if we get
Lord.
confused about Nat 20. I'm not even joking.
Nice.
Was it a save you said? It says
Yep, save.
23.
Bro.
Peace
What's
out.
going on?
So we don't get our names confused. Perfect.
Well, the least talented one got a 9.
Got a 9. Actually, so that works for me. Kelborn, you during this time you start to have these dreams that these people speak of. You see this giant in front of you as it's holding on to Benjamin in his hand. Kevhorn is slashing at its shins, and Siegfried is doing his best to hold it off. And in this dream, you join in the fight, swinging your enormous sword at this creature as you all try to fend it off. And he seems extremely powerful. Just like 50-foot tall giant, hurling electricity and fire and all of the elements at you while you all try to defend it off in your dreams. And Kevhorn, you have another dream that may resonate with you and give you more answers. Well, more answers is a stretch. I guess it kind of lets you know more about one of your echoes, the one who's missing his torso and innards. As one night you have a dream of a lion head, a goat head, and a snake head eating your insides.
The fuck?
Sorry, not a snake head. It'd be a eagle head.
Hold on, that was Lionhead.
Lion, goat, and eagle.
Okay. New fear unlocked. Got it.
Yeah. Unless you want to add any of that to conversations prior to the 4th day.
Actually,
Oh. Go ahead.
you can go ahead,
Okay.
please.
One of the nights that Kevhorn's watching, he will think about that dream and about how that thing is constantly reminding him of how this just disgusting he looks, how he might end up. That's why he wants to be clean, is because he doesn't want to look like that. And every single encounter that he sees water swords, or now those 3 heads, is gonna hang in his mind.
And falling boulders.
Oh, fallen boulders too. Sorry. Sorry. Fuck.
And Benjamin had something?
Yes, the day after I get that little tidbit from my patron, I'm gonna send a message back to the dream speaker.
Okay.
And just ask, are you aware of any positions, points, or items of power in the Mirror of Dead Men?
Oh, hey there, bud. No,
Hey.
not that I am aware of, but why? If thinking of heading over there, or you there now? Maybe that'd be a strange place to take a path through.
I got a tip that there may be something of interest there, but it was pretty vague on the detail.
Oh, okay. Well, if it's interesting, I don't know. Maybe it'll be good for you. I can't tell for sure. You know what they say about curiosity, though.
Yeah, something about not having questions later. All right, thank
No, it
you.
feels a cat. Oh, bye.
Yeah, so then like on the morning of just as whenever we're approaching the getting close to the
You're getting
mirror,
close.
Benjamin would speak up fairly abruptly, like whatever banal conversation was happening or not. How would you all be up for a slight detour?
What's wrong with the way we were going?
I wasn't sure what it meant. I had a few nights back, I had a dream about something I was looking for in a large swamp. And I had Huey doing a little bit of scouting, and it seems similar to this area that we're coming up to. I don't have a lot of details about it, but there was something in there that I was searching for that would be useful to us. Not useless. Sorry. Slip of the tongue.
Freudian slip there.
As long as the area doesn't have a creature with 3 heads, I'll be fine.
Not that I saw in my dream, but I don't know fully what we will be encountering.
Looks at map. Oh, Mirror of the Dead Men, huh?
Oh,
Interesting.
I didn't. That's interesting.
I wasn't
Indeed,
aware.
Very interesting.
I mean, if you have to go, I'll go with you. But if I ever look, there's someone back home I'd like to go visit in Greenest, down in the green fields. We don't have to do it now, but if you'd like to, come with me, I'd appreciate it. Someday.
Yes, I would very much, of course, be honored to travel with you.
Right.
Family? Friend?
My mother.
Already introducing us to the mother. What are we?
But I'll go with you.
Siegfried's been praying a lot through these past few days just about random things, but he will end his prayer to join the conversation. And he will just add on and just say, I'm all with you, brother.
Great. Excellent. That is wonderful to hear. Yeah, and then I would then actually have Huey start scouting more in the direction of the mirror, hoping I'm going to get some sort of a sign as we start moving into here.
All right. You start making your taking a westward path towards the mirror, and Huey goes ahead to scout. As you start going forward, the ground, the path begins to dissipate as you kind of go off-roading a little bit, and within a few hours, the horses are clomping through water. Like it's not very high water right now. It's like walking through puddles essentially, but it is getting more swampy and humid. Bugs begin to fly around all of you as you start making your way deeper into the mirror. Huey, give me a perception check.
Okay. Come on, Huey, baby. Natural 20. That's what I needed.
In your head, you will hear,
I don't know if we want the horses in here.
What are you? I'm going to just flip to his vision.
you flip to his vision and you see he's a ways out more and he's over deeper waters, and you see movement in the waters, familiar figures.
What kind of familiar figures?
We'll say merfolk.
Ooh, okay.
As we move deeper into the swamps.
Yeah. I'll flip back and say, I'm thinking about what this could mean. Oh wait, no, actually, because he's still like a ways off in front of us, right?
Yeah, I'll say he's about he generally sits 500 feet in front of you, so that's where he's at now. And you would have seen they're not like they're just kind of they seem to be waiting.
Okay. I will say then, Huey, we're getting into pretty deep water up ahead. I don't know if the horses will be able to make it. I can go. If people want to stay here, I can move forward and see. Huey seems to have found something up ahead. If you all wish to wait with the horses in the cart so they don't get lost in the deeper water.
Sure you want to go at this alone?
It doesn't seem dangerous from what Huey has seen.
Are you sure?
Yes.
We can speak telepathically with the spores, right?
Yep, you can speak to each other.
Well, if you're in danger, just don't forget about the spores.
I won't. I'm about, and I'll give them like the rough directions of where I'm going. Obviously, they'll see me, but like it's about 500 feet in that direction. Huey found something.
And during this time, Siegfried keeps blasting Word of Radiance to keep the bugs off of him.
I was thinking, I was looking for like a plant or something I could rub on me or like whatever.
Yeah, do a nature check.
You know what sucks about rangers? That
You just get
nature is an
one territory.
intelligence
Oh yeah, that too.
Mhm.
instead of wisdom. Ah, shit. 7.
So yeah,
I
like
put poison ivy on me.
Yeah, and a lot of the
I'll do
like,
the trick.
there is like plant life is also kind of sparse here because you're in the water now, so it's a lot of more cypress trees and things like that.
Oh, I have a +1
like
to
spread
nature.
out.
It was technically a 10. I'm sorry. I thought I had a -1.
All right, do you want to spread poison ivy on yourself still?
Probably not. No.
And Poison Ivy have a harder time at how wet this area is, because you're essentially just walking through water, and there's small small islands you could stand on if you wanted to get your feet kind of dry. It's still wet ground to walk on, though. As Benjamin starts making his way alone through this swamp area, you see him going forward. And it starts to get hard to see him as he gets further and further out. But you do see him stop at one point. Benjamin, you're up to almost your waist in water at this point. As you start to see these figures, you see heads emerging above the water. And you'll see them go back underwater and make their way towards you.
As I'm wading deeper and deeper, and I almost fearlessly just continue to go in, and Benjamin would sink below the water. I can both breathe underwater and have a swimming speed. So once I'm getting to that point, just dive underneath the water and continue swimming forward. And especially once I'm below, as much as possible, I don't know how speaking underwater is going to work. You let me know.
All right.
I would try to, if I can't fully speak underwater, then break my head above and say, I come as an emissary of your queen. She has directed me to your presence.
As you say this and the bubbles escape your mouth, what kind of vision do you have? Just dark vision?
Yes, dark vision to 60 feet.
All right, perfect.
If needed, I can switch into Huey, who has Devil's Sight.
Okay. We have established Huey can't swim, and he is a bird right now, so he is a bird.
No, that's that's
Yep.
totally fine.
But you, as you speak these words, you start to feel the water moving around you, and you see these merfolk swimming in and out of your vicinity, and they start to close in more and more on you, and you start to feel as one of them grabs you, another one grabs you, and they start dragging you down deeper, and your vision begins to blur as darkness overtakes you. Oh, go ahead.
No, as they're dragging me further and further down, I will say, your queen has saved me from drowning once. You won't be able to drown me again.
Mm-hmm. As you say this, they continue to drag you down until your eyesight is completely blacked out, and you feel the hands releasing you until you hear. So, sorry, I'm so nervous to do the voice. 1 second. So, you're willing to get rid of this threat that's come upon my kingdom, my realm, trying to take the ocean from me?
I serve you always, my queen.
I can't give you much boons without things in return, you know this.
As you feel like the water moving around you in this pitch blackness.
I would not ask for anything without expecting to give something in return. What would you require of me?
That depends. How much are you willing to give?
I would give much of myself. I cannot speak for my companions. They are...
Yes, your companions. They're interesting.
They are. One is particularly devout, but that can be massaged. The other, one of the others, already has a connection to the depths. Seems to fear it now, but that can be removed.
Yes, I like him.
The last, he is don't know much about him, but he does have that fey quality about him.
This Kevhorn you travel with, I want him. Because others want him.
What does that mean for me? How do I bring him to you? Sorry, I just looked at Kyle.
Get him into the ocean, and I'll do the rest, and I'll reward you greatly.
I will do my best. We are not near an ocean for quite a bit, and it may take some convincing, but I'll work on him.
All right. Until then, take this as a trinket of good fortune as you feel a piece of cold metal pressed into your hand.
Ooh. Without... I can't see anything. I would still make the motion of bowing. You bless me, my queen.
And then you feel just this, like, you can't see her, but you feel an evil smile creep across her face. As suddenly you feel multiple hands ripping at you, dragging you back to the surface, and you surface and there's nothing around you. But you still have this thing in your hand.
Yeah, what do I have?
You bring your hand up and open it, and roll me we'll say intelligence.
Ooh, that's not my strong suit. That's a 2.
That's a 2. You aren't necessarily sure what it is, but you feel it's a coin, a dark coin. A skull on one side and anchor on the other. And you feel like dread emanating from it. That same dread that you the first time that you drowned felt. But this dread knowing that it won't come back from it. As well as the same kind of power you feel when you draw upon the power your patron gives you emanating from it. It seems that it could grant you some power in a moment if you needed it, at the expense of itself. So I'll just tell you mechanically, if you can use it, and you could cast 2 spells in a turn if you'd like, or you can use it to regain a spell slot.
So when you say cast 2 spells, do you mean like, because normally you like it has to be a cantrip that is either a bonus action and then an action or a bonus action for the spell. Do you mean like he can cast 2 action spells, or does it have to be? Yep. Okay, that's really cool.
It's a one-time use thing though, so.
Okay. I just was clarifying.
No, that's good you did.
I kiss the coin and tuck it into my belt and start making my way back to the cart.
All right. As you make your way back to the cart, the rest of you start to see Benjamin come back into view, and we will end the session there. An overview of the swamp of Benjamin rejoining his party. So, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. I know we did just kind of a little bit of a loosey-goosey traveling towards the end, but I think we got a lot of good stuff out of that. Some information about our characters, and then we got to see some patron action. So, yeah, we're excited for next time. Can't wait to have you guys join us. Be sure to follow everybody who has plugged their socials at the top, as well as Swindler's Den, and be sure to join us for our other show, Curse of Strahd. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good day, evening, night, everybody.